Hi, John Rule.
Hi there.
Hey, tomorrow's my birthday, and I know yours is coming up in November here in about a week or so. And this is a woodpecker family critter.
Yep, certainly
And
is.
we,
I think it might be a red-bellied, or they call it. There's a faint blush. I see the edge of a faint blush down there. I
yeah,
think.
well, he never would turn around for me. There you can see underneath, but he's still not red, is he?
Yeah, no. It's not really red anyway.
Okay.
And there's a tufted titmouse.
Yes, sir.
One of our old fellow friends.
And that's, I think,
It's
this
our
second
friendly
time
old winter bird.
3 weeks ago or something, we had a
Right.
picture of one of
And
these.
he's on the wire.
It sure looks like it. I didn't notice what he was on when I was taking
They
his
have a little
picture.
blush on each side.
Uh-huh.
Ah, beautiful moth, I assume.
Skipper, yeah.
Skipper, is it a skipper?
Yes, sir.
Well, I hadn't really studied its antennae.
These seeds. that's-
Milkweed.
And you guess by that watery background, it's a swamp milkweed.
It's certainly working on it.
And-
It isn't.
I got out there on a good day, wind wasn't blowing too hard yet, and not all the seeds had blown away, so I just had to get some pictures of them and
Right,
get some seed to share with you and others.
right.
And well, look how they're hanging like that. I
Right.
mean,
They're just really
all
folded
different-
in there.
experiences they go through.
Right.
As you come along, you find them, and the majority of them are like this. They're down to one or two
Right.
seeds left.
Well, we've had pretty heavy wind.
Uh-huh. And
That's a beautiful opening one.
yeah, I just, the seeds are just as exciting to me as the flowers. I mean, it's wonderful.
Well, they are exciting, and when we were kids, we used to blow on them and watch them float away without thinking about it.
Not knowing whether you needed to plant them somewhere, just,
Right.
yeah. But anyway, these halfway out of there, not quite got loose. Notice these shells down in the hole. See there? There's some more.
I
You know what?
see.
Wonder what, a raccoon or something?
Well, that's very likely.
Very likely
Very
digging
likely
those
a
out.
raccoon.
And been,
It looks like they've nibbled into it too.
yeah. Hey, here's one that's still green.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I actually decided to go ahead and bring that one in, figuring it was real close, and I'd never see it again. And there already had been so many along this pond bank that if nobody just deliberately destroys them, they're going to keep growing out
Right,
there and
that's
feeding
good.
a lot of monarch caterpillars. And
That's great.
so I was just getting different shots of them and reminding people that monarch butterflies are having a hard time in the world, and they're coming back this year. It seemed like they were better than last year.
Well, I think they must have been better this year. You saw quite a number.
Yeah, and we had quite a few. Look at that seed's just barely touching. It's
That's,
trying to blow away. It's just waiting for a little extra wind there to whip it away. Okay, this is some kind of blackbird.
yes, it is probably a grackle.
Well, I wouldn't
I don't
argue
think
with
it's
that.
necessarily a boat-tail grackle, but you can't tell from
Well, there he had a lot of friends,
not a friend.
and I was
What
shooting that
grackles do.
150 feet away. You can see now,
Grackles and starlings and cowbirds, and they all have lots of friends.
and there were just
Wow.
there's a couple of hundred right there in my neighborhood one afternoon,
Uh-huh.
and pretty soon they all just gathered up, and then they all left again. So that was the last
Beautiful shot. The
yellow.
last of its kind.
Yeah, blooming this year. Until next time, John, do your part. John, last chance in October to do a short take, and
Yeah,
I'm glad
that's
we're down
right.
here. I hope more people
That's right.
show up before it's over. And there's Alan Osner on the square with his daughter. And he's, well, there's Lionel Jordan and Lauren Hawkins and
Yeah.
that man, I can't remember his name, but he has a little push cart thing, speeds him around. And that lady obviously is from Illinois, or else Well, she's
I
for their
see
football
she is.
team.
Her
I
cap
don't know.
is anyway.
Yeah, she's been around Fayetteville for years, and
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell you all the history. I don't know that lady and her dog, but they were an attraction
Mm-hmm.
because that dog was very nice, and everybody wanted to talk to it a little bit. That lady's showing you how cold it was. Some of them have like
Right.
that lady holding two pots, two different kinds of trees. They'd let one person have two pots, and if they brought family members, they could get more. So,
Right.
you know, all were eligible. Fayetteville
How was the
residents.
crowd this time? Was they pretty
Pretty good.
scarce or a pretty
it
good
was
crowd?
Pretty good crowd considering how cold it was.
Right.
Yeah,
I
but,
can see the trees are already wrapped.
yeah, and that lady's got a high definition Nikon, a lot more expensive than
Oh,
mine.
boy.
Here's Mr. West. I
Yeah.
hope he'll be singing down here on public access TV. I told him about it and said, get down here and perform some of your songs because he's really good. This is one of the signs. Tree City USA Arbor Day Foundation. It's one of the sponsoring.
Yeah, they mail
groups.
stuff out every year.
And those two people had nice things. I think we know Cyrus Young. Is that Cyrus there? You know Cyrus?
Oh, I'm not sure. You may be right.
And the lady on the left is works for the Urban Forestry, and the other lady is on the Urban Forestry Board, which I've been on for the last 2 years. And this guy's got a radio built into a lamp.
Oh, well,
He
we
bought
are.
it. I don't know how cheap, but he bought it off the square where somebody's having
That's
a
odd.
sale. And well, they used to do things like that.
Yeah, they did.
Now it might have a phone, all kinds of things built in to catch
Right.
it like that. Okay, you can see this selection of trees. That's a buckthorn and just a whole bunch of beautiful trees. What was one I asked you about that I talked to you on the phone about one of the species? But
I don't remember.
anyway, this is Melissa Terry
Mm-hmm.
and her two daughters.
Mm-hmm.
And those girls have grown up. I mean, they were, you know.
Who's
they-
the big fellow on the left? Is that part of her?
Yeah, he's the big fellow on the left is the urban forester.
Okay.
Yeah. And Melissa has been active in many things, including something
Right.
been going on
Most
lately
of, almost good, all of them, as far as I know.
on one of the city committees
Right.
right now. And
For a number of years.
the guy at the right now, he works for the park department. He was out there, and he was cold, but he was working hard, helping people get their select something. This lady's a teacher, and I can't tell you her name right now. Just glad to see the faces that I recognize. Stand with Standing Rock. Yeah. Guy from Louisiana. See the shape of
Didn't
the
tell
hat
you
up
where.
there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know the other guy either. This lady seemed really happy to be getting some trees, and she's selecting carefully. And looks like she's getting a willow oak, maybe. Looks like to you. And so there were just so many people. Somebody wanted some of everything, I think. Till
Well,
next
that's
time,
great.
John. Do your part to help keep the water clean, the air pure, and the woods green. See ya.